We go out and we see client sites and we see suppliers on the ground who are ensuring that we run a world-class country. It doesn't happen on a random basis. It happens because there are great teams in project management, in facility management, creating and operating the built environment. There are some truly magnificent entries that actually came second or maybe came third, and that's going to come as a shock to people. Some people may be turning around saying, well, how can that be, because we were superb, but yes, you were, but others were equally good, and some, the winner, was better. So the key message for me to people is that the bar has moved up. Winning the awards will get tougher and tougher, but that just means the reputation and the regard that organisations who win will start to go through the roof, and that's really, I think, where we need to be going. Mm-hmm. And I think nothing was more true for me of that than with the FM of the Year this year. The winner, Julie Cortens, I think was quite magnificent. She, like many of the others who made the final cut, were not doing this because they were 30 and on their way up the career ladder. They were well-rounded, experienced, expert facilities managers who had some deep experience, and that for me is when we really start to win, when some of the really great managers, the leaders that we've got in our profession, start putting themselves forward, because FM of the Year is the acknowledgement that they are at the pinnacle of their profession. That's what it's about. The message out there is, no, this is for the best of our breed, this is for the best person in the profession, and if you think you're that person, then you should put yourself forward next year. I think we will see a step change on that front. Well, the one I enjoyed particularly was the one I had the great joy of following up Mylene on the stage to give the intro to, and that was the Judges Special Recognition Award. Superb undertaking by Landmark combined with the MOD Defence Estates for the recreation of the theatre of war in Norfolk. The Norfolk bit was always quite an eyebrow raiser, but better in Norfolk than doing it somewhere else. But the environment that facilities managers have maintained, or created first and now maintain on a day-to-day basis, shows just how important it is that what our people in this industry do. The colonel involved, I spoke to him at length afterwards, was absolutely clear that without this facility operating in the way that it did, we would see more soldiers fighting for the British Army in Afghanistan being killed or being injured, and I think that really brings it home to people. I think it was particularly moving that the whole audience recognised the power of the short video, and he got the standing ovation which he thoroughly and his team absolutely deserved. So I thought that was a wonderful insight again to those who perhaps conceive of FM as being merely, in inverted commas of course, a corporate headquarters environment, but actually the FM that's taking place in many of the fundamentals of the urban infrastructure and the military and the governmental infrastructure out there is hugely important. Great to see those kind of entries, and again I think we'll see more unusual entries as we cast the net wider again next year.